Greetings, everyone, and welcome. It is May the 9th. Victory Day celebrations have concluded in Moscow, and I can tell you that there are ongoing nonstop meetings between foreign delegations and Vladimir Putin, the biggest one being today, Brazil. Yes, the so-called shashlik truce is still ongoing in the Russian perspective, but I can tell you 100% glide bombs have dropped on multiple cities and frontline battles are raging along the entire front. But for today's video right now, if things change, make sure you have the subscription notifications on so we can get breaking news to you. But I'm here for one purpose today, and that is to tell you that Vladimir Putin is not your friend. Period. He is not your friend, Donald Trump. He is not your friend, European leaders. He is not your friend, of course, President Vladimir Zelensky. He is an evil dictator, tyrant, and I have video to prove it. Russia put together this great panoramic view of their president for 25 years. I have it translated and voiced over, condensed down to about 9 minutes. In this video, you will see him point blank say, I am a KGB operative. I am a USSR specialist. Nothing changes. And especially it's in regard to him actually going to George Bush's house. You're going to see it all, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't want to delay. I want you to get to it, and please share it, like it. This one needs to be seen. Get it to your government officials. Get it to anywhere. This is real. Vladimir Putin. And this is why you cannot negotiate with a terrorist. He must be defeated. So thank you for sharing this. Without any further ado, here it is. He is not your friend. We will hunt the terrorists down, whether it be in the airport, whether it's in a toilet. We'll get them there and we'll drown them in the end. I would like to follow the Russian tradition and the tradition of the sacred land of Dagestan, to raise the glass and drink to the memory of those who died. Wait a second. We have no right to allow ourselves even a second of weakness, because if we do that, those who died did so in vain. So I propose to you to put down this glass today. We will drink to their memory, but we will do that later. If a person is okay with everything, then he is a complete idiot. A healthy person in the right mind can't be okay with everything all the time. They need to change their brains and not our Constitution. Their brains. I'll tell you why. Because what they are proposing is an obvious rudiment of colonial thinking. I wasn't too worried about spending the night at the house of Bush. I think he should be the one worried about what's happening, who he let in, a former Soviet sovereign, an intelligence officer. But I can tell you that I think you know about this. The acting U.S. president is a son of the former director of the CIA. He later became a president. You could say we were among family and we understood each other well. "50 years ago, Leningrad streets taught me this rule. If you can't avoid a fight, hit them first." What is a unipolar world? No matter what embellishments you put on them, in the end, practice, it means only one thing. One center of authority, one center of power, one center for making decisions. It's a world of one master, one sovereign, and it has nothing to do with democracy. By the way, Russia is constantly being taught democracy, but those who teach us don't really want to learn it for themselves. I think sometimes that the U.S. doesn't need allies. They need vassals. You see, those who are not with us are against us. Is that an alliance, a great formula? It seems nobody is learning from others' mistakes, but they only repeat them. And the export of revolution, only so-called democratic one, continues. What happened in reality? Violence instead of celebration of democracy and progress, poverty and social catastrophe, and human rights, including the right to life, are dismissed. I want to ask those who created this situation, do you understand now what you've done? Listen, the aggressor must know that payback is imminent, that they will be destroyed. And we are the victims of that aggression. And we will go to heaven as martyrs, and they will die like dogs. I get this impression that sometimes the employees of some big lab are sitting across the pond of the United States and carrying out experiments on rats. Excuse the simplicity of my phrasing. You will be tired of eating dust while running in the courts trying to unfreeze the funds. A statement needs to at least have a working head. While creating international relations, one should be guided not by emotions, but by the fundamental interests of their countries. For some reason, the German society doesn't like nuclear energy. I don't want to give any comments on that, but I don't understand. How will you stay warm? You don't want gas? You don't develop nuclear energy? Will you use wood? But you need to go to Siberia for that. We won't deliver anything outside the contract framework. We won't force it on anyone. We will only say, as in the fairy tale, stay cold, wolf's tail. The son asks his dad, Dad, why is it so cold? He says, that's because Russia attacked Ukraine. The child asked, and what do we have to do with that? We sanctioned the Russians so that they suffer. Are we Russian? Those who don't mourn the collapse of the USSR have no heart, and those who want it restored in its old form have no brain. I'm not ashamed to stand in front of citizens who have voted for me twice, elected me as the president. During these 8 years, I worked like a slave from dusk till dawn, and I do it, giving it my all. You have been officially initiated as a submariner. Your first dive, 50 meters deep. The depth is 260 meters. How deep are you right now? 78 meters. A real man must always try, and a real woman always must put up resistance. President Vladimir Putin of the Russian Federation. Let's go. Of course, this is when they were driving across the Kerch Bridge after a long, tiring journey. Crimea and Sevastopol are returning home. To their shores, to the permanent port, to Russia. Is it loaded? It is. If you want to become a full-on Islamist radical and are willing to do a circumcision, I'm inviting you to Moscow. We are a multi-religious country. We have specialists for that. A retired officer's son comes to him, and he asked his son, I had a knife here. Have you seen it? He says, Dad, don't be mad at me. I traded it for a watch. He says, show me the watch. Look at it and says, good, that's a good watch. But tomorrow robbers might come, will kill me, kill mom, rape your sister, and you will say, good evening, Moscow time is 12:30. We have this joke about an optimist and a pessimist. The pessimist drinks some cognac and says, smells like bugs. The optimist catches a bug, squishes it, smells it, and says, this smells like cognac. I'd rather be a pessimist drinking cognac than an optimist smelling bugs. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you've made it to this far in the video, you have seen all that you need to know the truth. He is 100% only for himself and for Russia. What are your comments? Which clip was most interesting for you? Which clip was most telling? I just don't understand why nobody in the world is talking about these things. So on Victory Day today, I grabbed these videos, we've put them together, we've translated them for you. Please share this, because this is the truth that the world needs to see. I really appreciate all of you doing that. We're growing quickly and just so thankful, so grateful. Hit that like, subscribe, share it on your social media platforms, and say, listen, if you want to hear Putin in English for 9 minutes of absolute craziness, here it is. Thank you guys. Be blessed, and we'll be back soon.